used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17, back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Hooker now off play action. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw, Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Hooker now on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. You talk about this Lions defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Option left, and Ritter keeps it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Ritter. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hooker's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Fourth down to give to Gibbs. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Down to about the 45.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8.
Brings up second
Warriors,
down.
70.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will get it first and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on second and 9.
Ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. Going deep this time for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 65 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Red, yellow.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Ready. Mustang 19. Go.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Ridder from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Down. Ready.
1st down. Here's Ridder. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ritter on 1st and 10. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's go.
Hooker now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 74 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down up near the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. A little juke. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Ritter. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready.
Second and 10.
Right. 97. Ready.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ridder. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay at a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Meanwhile, Ridder's throwing into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ridder able to get this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wiggles free. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score. It's caught inside the 25. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing. Hooker. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Hooker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Anderson. This one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. From the gun, it's Hooker. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hooker now off play action. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And that is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's Hooker to throw it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Robinson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 115 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Number 8, Kyle Pitts. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Falcons.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Let's go.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Koo now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Falcons 45, Lions 21. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 2nd down, Hooker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
19 Lions.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Robinson with another carry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ready.
Hand off now to Robinson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready.
Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Ritter looking to throw here on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Yeah. First off, my name Tobe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see